name is Rachel Glass. I'm the Executive Director of MCAEL, the Montgomery Coalition for Adult English Literacy. And our work is focused around strengthening the community through adult English literacy and enabling adults to connect and communicate and successfully integrate into the community. An amazing statistic is that in Montgomery County, 1 in 7 individuals is limited English proficient, which means that they are potentially isolated from the opportunities of the community in which they live and work. And so by giving people the opportunity, investing in them to be able to take classes to improve their English and their literacy skills, we're just able to see incredible returns on that investment. And we know that a parent's literacy level is one of the most significant predictors of their child's literacy ability. And so when we think about a child coming home from school with homework and their parents' ability to help them with that homework, their parents' ability to go into the school and get involved in the PTA to be able to advocate for their child's education. When we think of families going into a healthcare setting and being able to communicate with a doctor about what their needs are, not having to translate for a family member. When we think about the ability of people to be able to attend community meetings, to get a library card, to be able to pick up the phone and call 911, any community outcome that we can think of is going to require the skills for people to effectively communicate.
For the new neighbor. Sorry? We are going to buy a new jacket for the new neighbor.
We know from the Urban Institute that at any level of education, immigrants are able to make almost twice their salaries if they're able to gain the English skills that enable them to improve their work opportunities.
I'm looking for the speedy showerhead.
There still continues to be a waiting list of about 1,500 people. So clearly folks are motivated to go to class and the opportunities are not there. You know, it makes so clear that learning English is not a question of motivation, but of opportunity.
For adults are not even given in their country, so they don't even know half of the stuff that's accessible to them. Mm-hmm. So when you tell them, oh, but you can go such and such place and apply for, GED classes, or you can go, it's free, people volunteer, teachers volunteer, that's something new to them. So I think that getting the word out there, and I think a lot of people probably on the waiting list, they have signed up, and it's through word of mouth. I know firsthand what it feels like. And I know firsthand how you feel personally when you do not speak English, or when you can't sit in a classroom and you can't write or read, and how that impacted me. To see the difference in the children, it's amazing. They need to stop being their parents' translators, because the parent takes the kid to the doctor. Okay, tell him I don't feel good, and then back and forth, or it takes a lot of responsibility. And then it does not help the parent, because they become dependent on other people instead of them learning themselves. The program, especially the afternoon program, because they don't have maybe babysitters at night, a lot of the kids have been coming in with the parents. So the kids will hover over their parents' book. It's so funny. I see them. I said, this is probably what the parent looks like when the kid's doing homework at home. Because they'll hover over the parent, and they're like, that's not right, That's not how you say it, Mom. This, repeat after me. So just to see the switch in roles, it's just amazing. Because they take that role right away, They switch. Now it's the parent learning from the child. And I think that's very important, because then they can go home and say, okay, well, come help me with my homework, and then let's sit together and do our homework together, and it brings just that bond of learning and that atmosphere, within the home. The education is important. They see their parents reading because they have homework. Maybe they usually don't read people just get off the news from the radio or TV. They don't really sit down or even read the newspaper anymore. So just to see that they have books at home and that the parents are writing, and all of that impacts the child, even though they don't say it, they're looking at that change in their parent. And I think that helps them become better students, to see that within their home is very important.
friend and I have this handshake. It's called the grizzly shake. We go like this. And we go like this. We go "Rawr!" But we do it much louder. Just scream it out.
A mí me gustó eso.
She
En la
likes
mañana nos despedimos cuando va a la escuela. Ok, mami, ya me voy a la escuela. Y
And she liked it. She liked it. She liked it. So she was like, "Can we do it?" I was like, "Okay." But that's kind of weird. But I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And every time I leave for school, and she's like, "Rawr."
I am going to school this Saturday. I am going to school this Saturday in the morning. On Saturday in the morning. I like it going to school. I am learning English. I am important, and I speak English. I like it. I like it.
You like it. It's important for you, Yasmin?
It's very important.
For you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I needed.
You need to learn English.
Yes, I needed to learn English. For you and for me. For me. Yes. Y tú me explicas.
When she has questions in homework, when they leave her homework, she says that I actually help her, and then I explain to her what's going on, and what's the verb, and what's the noun, and what's the pronoun, and what's all those little stuff.
Cuando andamos en la calle y necesito expresarme con alguien, tú eres mi intérprete.
Or when we're outside and she needs help with English. That was back in the day, because now she understands. Now she can speak. When we were back in the day, and I learned English faster than her, I used to help her and I used to translate everything to her. Because she's a brave woman, I think she is. To bring a kid of 8 years old to a new country that had to adopt. So she knew that at a certain point I needed to learn English, and she knew that she needed to learn English. To take that huge decision, that's crazy. That's very good.